this video, I'm going to show you youngsters how to catch the Tooth Fairy. Now, this first one's a classic. It's called Operation Claw. You take a glass window, or if you don't have that, a mirror, and you stick your tooth onto it. Then you set a mousetrap next to it. Now, tooth fairies have famously bad vision, so they won't see the mirror. They'll just see their tooth hovering in the air. So she'll fly up to the tooth and collide headfirst with the mirror, and fall, snap! She'll land in your mousetrap. You just got yourself a tooth fairy. Now this one's called Operation Boil. You take a glass jar and a kettle of boiling water. You put them on your bedside table. After a little while, the tooth fairy will come along and she'll see the tooth and go, "Aye, what's all this then?" She'll fly into the jar, and while she's distracted with the tooth, you grab that kettle and you pour it into the jar. Who wants tooth fairy stew?
Why are we still here?
Operation Dustbin. Simple enough in concept, but so ridiculously difficult to pull off. I spent ages trying to get this one to work, and it just would not. Next up, Operation Drown. The most deadly of all traps with a 100% kill rate. You take a camouflage piece of paper and you put it under a glass container. Then you pour lethal poison in, and then you drop your tooth into that. In a couple of hours, the tooth fairy will come along and she won't see any poison. She'll just see the tooth. So she'll land in it and the poison will get her and she will instantly die. Now we've got Operation Shredded, and it's kind of in the name, this one. You put a pipe leading from your bedside table down into a blender, and you put your tooth at the very end of the pipe. In a while, the tooth fairy comes bouncing along and she'll go down the pipe without realizing where it leads. And when she gets to the tooth, you jump out of bed and you shake her out of the pipe. Then it's time for some Tooth Fairy smoothie. Operation Flattened. Now this one is very difficult to pull off. I do not recommend trying unless you are a level 10 Tooth Fairy catcher like myself, because you have to stay up all night holding this hammer, this rope, and a stick, a little contraption thing I made, and it's a very difficult trap to set, but I guarantee it works every time. Splash! That Tooth Fairy dead! For far too long, the Tooth Fairy has gotten away with thieving from children, and I have had enough of this, so I'm going to show all of you how I catch the Tooth Fairy, and I will teach you the way so that one day you might become an expert like myself, and we will escape, and we will kill the Tooth Fairy, because sometimes a monetary compensation is just not enough. Catch the fairy! Catch the fairy! Catch the fairy! I'm just like, I'm filming like a